Okay.
Recording is on.
Welcome, good morning to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. And this class is going to be a fusion of some Tai Chi inspired movement to warm up. Also, we'll be doing bar work, B-A-R-R-E. So I've got a chair as my ballet bar. So if you have something that you can move around the room or the wall to hold on to, that would be great for a little bit of work with balance. Most of our class today will be standing. So we're not going to go down onto the mat till towards the end, and we'll be finishing up with flexibility in our yoga practice. So a mat, a chair, and a great attitude. Let's get started. Bring some music up for us. So let's just come onto your mat and bring your feet maybe about hips distance apart or a little closer, a little wider, whatever feels good for you, and stand really tall. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles. We'll take a nice big deep breath, scooping some positive energy up. And then exhale away any negativity, any pain, any anxiety. Breathing in all that is good. And exhaling all that we no longer need today in our lives. We'll do 2 more breaths. And exhale, either breathing in and out through the nose, or we can come in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then scooping that breath in, rotate the palms to the ceiling, take a nice big stretch up, and then release the arms down. Inhale, scoop up, a big full breath all the way, and then let it go. Nice, 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. In our mind-body practices, we always focus on the breath and linking it to the movement of our body. Now this time as you inhale, scoop up, turn the right palm to the ceiling, left palm to the floor, and push them away from each other. Take a little side stretch over. So I'm pressing my left palm in front of me, my right palm away over the ear, and then bring it back down to start position. Inhale. Right palm turns down, left palm turns up, press and lengthen, and then side stretch. Do that twice more on each side. Inhale, right hand up, left hand down, and side bend. Exhale. Inhale, left palm up, right palm down, stretch, and exhale. Opening up through the side waist 1 more time on each side. Heaven and earth. And 1 more time. The sky and the ground. And release it back to center. Step your feet out nice and wide. Wide Uchi position. Soften your knees. Cloud hands. So right hand is on top, left hand is underneath. We'll just rotate the body to the right. And then flip the left hand on top and rotate the body to the left. So my goal here is to stabilize through the legs, nice and grounded into the earth. Stabilize through the hips and through the pelvis. And just rotate the spine from the base all the way through the crown of the head. My shoulders are moving, warming up. Core is drawn in and stable. 1 more each side. I'm going to move the legs. So as we go to the right, and then move to the left, pull that right foot in. Step out to the right, pull the right foot in. I'm sinking down into that right leg and pushing off. Starting to warm up through the quad and glute on that right leg. We'll feel our heart rate picking up. As So we're building heat into the body. One more. Step out, just moving side to side again into your cloud hands. Rotating. Make sure you're moving at your own pace today, practicing with what feels good for your body. Being really attentive and mindful. Now this time as we go to the left, we'll put some energy in that left leg and then step it in. Step out, step in. A nice big step away. This starts to move some balance challenge into this exercise. And we're breathing. I like to inhale as I'm stepping into the twist and then exhale to press out of it. Good, 2 more. Making this as graceful as we can in our own body. And then just step back out and hold into those cloud hands side to side. I'll do one more to the right, one more to the left. And then come to center and press the arms out and pull them in toward you. Exhale, press out. I want you to feel your arms as strong and powerful, pushing away anything negative in your life. Just drive it away from you. Feel energy in those arms. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Come up. We're going to circle the arms around to the right. Drop down into a soft block and look towards your hands. Circle the arms around to the right and block. So I have a little flexion in my wrists, softness. 1 more. Now as you block, we're going to draw the bow. So I have these 2 fingers, peace fingers, and the other 2, and I'm going to pull back this bow. And then circle down around, block, and draw the bow. 3 more. Block, draw the bow. 2 more, big circle. 1 more. And draw the bow, hold the bow, and turn towards your left and see how far you can look behind you. Come back to the center, circle the arms again. We block, draw the bow, and rotate behind. 3 more, circle. Block, draw the bow, and look behind. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Draw and rotate. Back to center. Inhale, draw the hands in. Exhale, press away. 3 more. Inhale. Sinking into those legs, good posture. 1 more time. Now we circle the arms over and just a soft block. Look towards your fingertips and circle. And block. 3 more. Ooh, I'm feeling a little bit of sweatiness going on already. You should be really working in those legs. 2 more. 1 more. Hold this block, make your peace fingers, and draw the bow. So I'm looking right between my fingers as if I'm going to shoot that bow towards a target. Circle around, block, and draw the bow. 3 more. As I draw the bow, I'm opening up the chest and the shoulder here on the left side. Inhale, block, draw the bow. 2 more. Last time. Block, draw the bow, hold, and then look behind you and rotate. What is back there? Turn with your neck, and then circle around. Block, draw the bow, and rotate back. 3 more. Pull, twist. 2 more. And 1 more circle, block, draw the bow, and twist. Come center, inhale, exhale, press. 3 more. You should really be feeling some work in those legs now. 2 more, maybe sink it a little deeper. Strong arms. 1 more, breathe in, breathe out, and hold. Breathe, check your posture, draw your abs in. 10, 9, 8, sink a little deeper. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and press up. Ooh, all right, shake out those legs. Good Tai Chi warm up today. Now I'm going to bring my chair to where I have it if I need to use it for balance. As we move into bar, we're starting with our toes turned out. This is ballet position 1. Squeezing the inner thighs together. I can use the bar for balance or just hold the arms out. We raise up and down, up and down. So I want you to feel your heels staying connected. So in other words, when you come up, don't let your ankles go apart from each other. So everything is nice and solid through the inner thighs. Really lengthen through the crown of the head. 4 more. It's 4. And down. 3. Ankles touching, heels touching. 2. And 1. Now 3 pulses at the top. It's 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels. 3, 2, 1. You can place hands on hips, anywhere it feels good for you. Little balance. If you don't need that chair, try without. We have 4 more little pulses. 3, 2, 1. And down. 3 more. Up. Starting to feel some work now on those calves. Working on ankle stability. Last time. 3, 2, 1. Now up to the top and hold it up. Keep your body nice and straight. Do a little plie. Bend your knees. And straighten. So I'm still up on the balls of the feet. If your calves are getting too tired, you can set your heels down and still do this plie. Ooh, I'm feeling the legs shaking. 4 more. And up. Good. 3. So no wonder dancers have such shapely legs with all this work they do in their practice. Last one, set those heels down. Now come to parallel position. So I'm going to squeeze my big toes together and raise up and down, up and down. Now whatever this range of motion you have in your ankles, I want you to use it to the fullest. So come up as high as you can up on the balls of the feet. Work that range of motion. 2 more. Up. 3 little pulses at the top. We go 3 and 2 and 1. Set the heels down. 3, 2, 1. Set them down. Now I have my legs and big toes tight together, but if you'd like, you can come a little wider, hips distance apart maybe. 2 more times. Building heat in the lower legs. 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. Stay lifted on the balls of the feet and slowly bend your knees into a little plie. We go down and up. So the goal is to do these small plies without letting our heels drop if at all possible. It doesn't have to be a deep knee bend, but those of you with good knees, you can definitely go down a little deeper, but really listen to your body. If you're feeling any pain, just make them small. 4 more. And up. 3. Up. Good. 2. 1 more time. Down and up. Drop those heels down. Now I'm going to take a stretch for the calves. So I'll turn to the side. Take your right foot straight behind you. Push into that heel. Ooh, that feels great, just to lengthen out that muscle. Make sure your back foot is parallel forward or you'll lose the stretch if you have some turnout in it. 1 more breath. Exhale, step that right foot in. And now your left foot steps back, press into your heel. Not too forcefully, I just want to re-lengthen the muscle to its functional range. Back leg is straight. And pull that back leg in. All right, facing forward, turn your toes back out to position 1. Using the chair if you need for balance or arms out. We're going to let the left knee rise and tap your big toe. So I have this turnout in my toes and I follow that turnout and I have it up in my hips as well. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just 2 more. Working on balance. And hold this last one up. So it's almost like yoga tree. And I'm going to extend this leg out to the side and bend it back in. Extend and bend. So my hip, this upper part of the thigh, super still as we extend the leg into extension and flexion. 3 more. If you need a break, you can take it on down. 2. Hold it out there. We're lifting into a little starfish pose. The leg lowers and lifts. I want you to feel this isolating right into your outer thigh. Chair for balance if you need. Good. There's a little hesitation at the top of that movement, so we're squeezing and lowering. 4 and 3. 2 more. 1 more. And lower. Close that leg in. Step out to a squat. Out, together. Out, together. Arms out, together. Good. This pace is too quick. I want you to go at your own pace. 10 more. Shoulder blades are down. 8, 7, 6. Good leg work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close in. All right, we're moving to the right leg, so toes are still turned out. I'm going to bring my chair around to the other side. You can do the same if you'd like, or turn around to face the back. This leg lifts and lowers. So if you don't need to touch the toe all the way down, use your balance. Otherwise, you can touch the foot, collect your balance, and come back up. Mindful movement coming right from a strong midsection. Just 3 more. Good stabilization in your standing leg. Up and hold. Extend the leg, straight and bend. So in barre and ballet, we usually move into a toe point, but sometimes on an occasion our foot wants to start to cramp. So you can also do a flexion if that feels better for you, or point it out to that beautiful, nice long line. 3 and 2. Hold it out. Starfish balance. Leg goes down and up. So sometimes I'll put my hands right on my pelvis so I can feel if I'm getting any rocking back and forth of the hips. I want this to be completely stable as the leg lifts whatever amount is okay for my range of motion. Up and down. Squeeze. Exhale. A little hesitation at the top. Engage that muscle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the heels back together. We step out and in. Out and in. Good. We'll feel our heart rate picking up a little bit in this segment as we move a little bit more vigorously. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, facing your chair, using it for balance. I'm going to stand on the right leg, lift the left leg back, and I'll come forward and up. Forward and up. And when I come forward, I'm not bending from the waist and dropping my upper body down. I'm hinging on that standing leg. So this is a one-legged deadlift. It's the leg I'm standing on that's doing most all the work here. Pelvis is level. Soft little bend in your standing knee, but not too much. 3 more. Nice neutral spine with the head. 2. Take it down and hold. So we're right here. Back leg raises just a little. Up and down. Up and down. So bar work is really isolated right into the muscle. The movements are a little smaller. We really squeeze that muscle group. So I want you to feel this right into the buttocks. 8 more. Lift and lower. Now your standing leg is also, wow, really working. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. We're going to bend this knee and lift, lower. Lift, lower. How does that change the exercise when you bend the knee? Maybe feeling it a little deeper into the glute. Pull the abs in. I know that standing leg's really starting to get tired. We've got 4 more. Lift it up and down. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the leg, lower it down. Ooh, give it a little shake out. Okay, we have to repeat to the other side. So we'll stand on that left leg, send the right leg straight back, and we hinge down and up. Back foot can be flexed or point the toe. I'd like you to get it pretty straight back behind you. So feel your back leg is active, not relaxed. Check your head position, neutral chin. We inhale to come forward. Exhale to come up. 2 more. Down and up. Then come forward and hold. Back leg lift and lower. lift and lower. My range of motion in this exercise is maybe only about 6 or 8 inches of movement up and down with the leg. So when I move, the pelvis stays really still. It's just the thigh bone raising up and down. Last 3 and 2. Hold it up, bend your knee, push your heel up and down to the ceiling, up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, standing legs getting a lot of work. 6, exhale 5, 4, squeeze it up there. 3, I know you're working hard with me. 2, and 1, straighten that leg, and lower down. Ooh, shake it out a little bit. All right, we're going to stretch the glutes and hips with a standing figure 4 or standing pigeon pose. So standing on my left foot, pick up the right, cross the ankle on top of the thigh, and sink down and stretch. So you can use your chair here, or you can even sit in your chair. So while you're holding that, your example would be to sit all the way down, cross your ankle up, and fold over. So if you want to have a seat, absolutely you can do that. If you want to challenge your balance and the strength of the standing leg, then you're up, just using your chair for a little bit of support. 1 more breath. Exhale that out. And come back up. If you're sitting in your chair, you're just going to cross the other ankle over and fold. If you're standing up, left ankle crosses right thigh. And then sit yourself down any amount. Gentle flexibility here, opening up that hip, relaxing the glutes, all that work we just did. About 3 more breaths, 10 seconds. And come on up. Okay, moving into warrior pose. So we need our mat and our feet out nice and wide. Turn your right foot towards the right wall. Your left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Drop down into warrior. A nice bend in this knee. Reach the arms out. So we're going to work this right leg through extension and flexion. So as you inhale, let your arms drop, straighten that leg, and then exhale and see how low you can sink down into that quadricep. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. This is our warrior 2. 2 more. 1 more time. Sink down and hold. Now holding this with a nice strong lower body, we move into side angle pose and come back up. Then straighten the leg and sink down. Side angle. Come up. Straighten and bend. 3 more. Reach, stretch. Come up. Straighten and bend. 2 more. We're breathing. 1 more. Up and hold. Now we'll lift up, pivot on this right heel to turn the foot in, pivot on the left foot to turn out. We'll do our warrior 2 to the other side. Make sure your knee is tracking over the ankle. As you inhale, let your arms drop. That gives your shoulders a break. Exhale and lower. Inhale. Exhale, gaze over your fingertips. Feel the strength in your lower body. Maybe sinking a little lower on each one if that feels okay for you. One more. And hold. Side angle pose. Come up. Press the leg to straight, lowering the arms. Bend. On your side angle, you can support this leg on your thigh too, if that feels better for your lower back. You have 3 more. Stretch. Good, 2 more. Sink. Lengthen. One more time. Down into that pose. Side stretch. Come up. Straighten the leg. And then sink down. Just hold that warrior 2. Shoulder blades are down. Nice long arms through the fingertips. Right leg straight, left knee bent. And then we'll pivot up on this left heel, turning both toes forward. Hands come to your hips. Lift your heart up to the ceiling and lengthen the front of your spine for just a baby back bend. And then start to hinge forward into a wide leg stretch. Fingertips begin to reach down to the floor or to a block or even to your chair. Just let your head relax and hang. Let everything stretch from the backs of the legs, the lower back, the mid back, upper back, the back of the neck, the crown of the head. One more breath. And then bring your hands back to your hips. Pulling yourself all the way up. And then we'll turn this right foot back out again. Step the back foot in a little bit, turning the foot slightly forward to Warrior 1. So in Warrior 1, my torso is facing the side edge of the mat. Nice big breath in here. And then bring your hands right to your hips, open up through the chest and shoulders, straighten out your front leg and make sure your pelvis is really aligned. We're moving into pyramid pose, so hands can either stay at the hips as you hinge forward. You can reach your fingertips down to a block or to the shin. Make sure you're not pressing against your knee. I want you to stretch your hamstring wherever this feels comfortable for you. Your chair is also a really nice prop to use to place your hands on top of the chair so you can relax into that stretch. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Stabilize your pelvis, stabilize your core, your spine. 1 more breath. Start to slightly bend this front knee to pull yourself up, reach your hands behind your body, and open up through the front of the shoulders and the pecs. So we're going to come into Humble Warrior or back into Pyramid again with the arms behind us. So you can keep this front knee bent as you come forward, or you can straighten the leg and go back down. So you choose which one you like here and breathe. 3 more breaths. Working on flexibility and a little bit of balance. 2 more breaths. On that 3rd exhalation, we'll slowly lift back up. And then release the arms. Do a couple of shoulder rolls. Then hands go down to the floor so we can slide this back leg back a little further onto the ball of the foot or down to your knee. We'll be coming into a twist Place the palms together at your heart. You're going to rotate toward the back. So I'm bringing my elbow across the knee into twisting prayer lunge. This back knee can be down. Nice and stable. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And come forward. Place your hands down. This back foot's going to step in. The front foot steps back, not all the way, as we come up into our Warrior One stance. Reach up. Front knee bent, hips are squared, shoulders are squared. Bring your hands to your hips and straighten out your front legs so I can feel whether my pelvis is turned, and really square it off. Start to hinge forward until I feel that stretch down the back of the front leg. And just notice where you feel it. And we slowly hold and breathe. Fingertips can come down to support you, or let your back muscles do the supporting by staying lifted up. 2 more breaths. Nice long spine. And then soften that front knee to come back up. Interlace hands behind the back to take a beautiful chest expansion. Our humble warrior, we can keep this front knee bent as we shift forward or straighten it out again. The arms lift up. Relax through the head, neck, and shoulders. Pull the belly up towards the backbone. 2 more breaths. And soften that front knee. Push through that front foot to rise up. Releasing the hands, take a nice reach. And the fingertips find the mat to step the back foot back even farther behind you on the ball of the foot. Leg can stay up and straight, or we can drop the knee down. Press the palms at the heart. Rotate, elbow comes across the thigh. So it's important to have a really long spine here as we're twisting, not to be collapsed. We're breathing. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Back to center, hands find the floor. We'll press back to downward facing dog. And we can look right at our feet. They're about hips distance apart. And we'll slowly pedal out the feet, bending one knee, drop the other heel. Down and switch. So we're feeling a stretch in the calf, in the toe bones as we pick the heel up of the bent knee side. Stretch through the toes. 1 more on each leg. And then both heels drop down, tailbone lifts. And then lower your knees down to the mat. Rest the shoulders, child's pose. And then we'll come back up to hands and knees. Bring the right knee forward a little bit and turn your ankle out towards the outside edge of your mat. Place your weight into your right hand and roll out into side plank. So I have a pretty good amount of my body weight into my right knee. So what I want you to do is lift up off of the hand that's on the floor and then bring yourself all the way up. Take a little side stretch here and then reach down until your fingertips just barely touch. And lift Your gaze can look up. This is gate pose. Now this upper arm can also drift way over your ear to get a wonderful stretch. Going at your own pace. 2 more. And 1 more. Back into that side plank. And then the top arm finds the mat. Come back to hands and knees. Left knee comes forward. The ankle shifts out to the side. We plant that left hand right in the center. Reaching up. Finding your balance. Start to lift off this hand until we take our side stretch. And reach back down, fingertips just barely touch. This arm can go over. Feel that entire side body stretching. You're letting your breath follow the movement, inhaling and exhaling. 3 more. Lower body and pelvis is still. Lateral flexion of the spine. 2 more. 1 more, come up, and back down. And we lower that hand back down to the mat, coming back to hands and knees. Then walk your knees back behind you until you are in kneeling plank. So the butt's not up in the air, the hips are not sagging down. I'm really in a nice solid kneeling plank. We can also come down to the elbows. And we're holding this plank. If you'd like to take it up a notch, the toes tuck under, the knees come off the floor. And we hold our plank position. 5 breaths. Tuck your chin a little bit so your head is neutral. Planks are so important to work on for stabilization of the core. 3 more slow breaths. 2 more. Last breath in. Exhale completely. If your knees are up, let them come down to the mat. And then as you lay all the way down on your belly, create a pillow for your forehead with your hands one crossed over the other. And lay your forehead right onto your hands. Your legs are about hips distance apart, nice and active. Then use the muscles of your back and lift up, taking your elbows off the floor, but the hands are still connected to your forehead. And then lower down. Engage the back muscles, lift, and lower. 2 more. And down. 1 more. And down. Keeping your head neutral, take your fingertips out towards the top of your mat so everything's long, like a Superman position. As your right leg comes up, your left hand comes up, and your back lifts. Contralateral raise. Come back down. Left leg, right arm, upper back lifts. And down. 2 more on each side. Lift. And lower. Breathing up. And down. Working the back muscles. 1 more each side. Lift. And lower. Last time here. Up. And down. Slide your hands under your shoulders to give yourself a push up. And come back into child's pose. Curving your back. Stretching back out through the lumbar spine. Okay, we you're going to be doing some bridging, and your option, if you'd like to use your chair, is to place your feet on top of your chair for your bridge. So I'm going to give both examples. So if you have your chair, you can set your feet on it. You're going to bring your body in nice and close to your chair, roll yourself down, and then your feet will come right on top of that chair. I have my feet flexed. If you don't have the chair, you're just going to set your feet right down onto the ground, but still flexing your feet up. So I just want your heels to be in connection with either the floor or the chair. Now notice the position of your back, and I want you to start in neutral. So there's a little space under my lower back. And then just tuck your pelvis and push the lower back down into the floor and tighten up through the back side and the hamstrings. And then release that and let the pelvis rock back to neutral. Again, tuck and imprint your lower back, scoop your lower belly, and then release it. Now this time, tuck, imprint your lower back, and raise your hips about an inch off the floor. And I want you to keep tucking your tailbone under, curving that lower back part of your spine. And then set your hips back down, shift back to neutral. Tuck, imprint, lift, lower. So I'm not doing a very big bridge at all. We've got 3 more. Tuck, imprint, lift. Really working the backs of the legs. And down. 2 more. Tuck, imprint, lift. And lower. 1 more time. Tuck, imprint, lift, and hold this. 3 breaths. Really tuck that tailbone. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And let the hips come down and shift back to neutral. Figure 4 stretch. Cross the right leg over the left thigh. Now if you have your legs on the chair, this might be enough of a stretch for you, and you can just relax right here. Or bring the knees in toward you and stretch the glutes. So this was that same stretch we did standing or seated in the chair earlier. Focusing on the outer thighs, nice hip opener. Just a couple more breaths. Now I want you to keep this figure 4 position stable right here. Bring your fingertips behind the back of your head. Open your elbows out to the side, and we are going to curl up and down. You can also set your bottom leg on your chair, curl up and down. Exhale, inhale. Now we'll start to bring the left shoulder across to that right knee. Cross and down. 4 more. Across. Down. Rotate. 3.
From the forest with me to the
rotate. 2.
Here you shall find the
and 1. And come down. Uncross the ankle. And place your left ankle across your right thigh. We can hold here. Or pull those knees right up into the chest. And we breathe as we're holding that stretch. Relaxing through the shoulders and face. Let that hip open up. 2 more breaths. And then bracing our figure 4 position. Bring the fingertips behind the head, elbows out, crunch up and down. A little bit of upper abdominal engagement, that rectus abdominis. Exhale to curl up. One more. Then rotate. Opposite shoulder comes toward the knee. So just one of your shoulder blades lifts up off the mat, the other one grounded. 3. Exhale, 2. And 1. Lower down, uncross the ankle. We can either set both feet right onto your chair for legs up the chair, or take your legs straight up. You can hold behind your thighs, or hold your legs up with a yoga strap. Take your ankles, flex and point, flex and point. You can do that same thing with your feet down on the chair, flex and point. So we're pumping the blood from the lower legs, moving it down towards the heart, which is great for our immune system. 4 more ankle pumps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flex your feet, slightly separate your legs. We'll come into happy baby. So I'm reaching with my hands outside of the edges of my feet, pulling the knees down towards the armpits, flattening that lower back, down into the floor. If reaching your feet is difficult, take hold of your ankles and pull those knees down. The belly is right in the center. Relax the lower back. 2 more breaths. And then close your knees together. We're going to sit up, so you can either roll to your side or roll forward and back, rolling like a ball until you come all the way up to a seated position. Down to ankle pose, soles of the feet together, knees will open. And just let your arms rest on the inside of your knees. Sit up as tall as you can. Eyes can close. Then we'll create movement with the breath. So as you inhale here with a long spine, lengthen the top of the head towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, slide forward and reach the arms way out in front of you. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, reach out. I want you to open up through all of the bones of your back. Inhale, come up. Imagine someone were pulling your arms out, out, out. 2 more with the breath. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, reaching out. 1 more. And reach out. And we'll come back up. We'll turn out this left leg, and so we're in a mermaid sit or a Z sit. Bring your right hand down to the floor, left arm reaches over, take a nice stretch. And as you come back up, this left hand grabs your left ankle. And we can slide this knee back behind you further to open up the hip. And the right arm reaches, feeling a stretch through your left quadricep. And then release that arm down. We'll swap the legs. So back leg comes to the front leg comes to the side. Take a side stretch. And then as you press up, take hold of that ankle and glide your knee back further. Balance on your hip and extend and reach. Just a couple of breaths. We did a lot of quad work today, so it's really good to lengthen those muscles back out. And then release that hand down. Come to a simple cross-leg pose, one ankle crossed in front of the other. Inhale to expand the chest. Exhale and wrap your right arm on top of your left. So I'm wrapping above the elbows. I can bring the hands to fully wrap into eagle, or I can just hold this right arm in front of my body. Look over your right shoulder. And bring your head to neutral. Unwrap the arms. Inhale, expand through the chest. Exhale, crossing the left arm on top of the right, above the elbows, and either wrapping into eagle or holding that left arm just across. And we'll look over the left shoulder. And drop your shoulder blades down so we're not hunching the shoulders up. Feel that beautiful stretch in the back of the neck between the shoulder blades. And bring your head to neutral. One last breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, close the palms at heart center. And it is my honor and my pleasure to guide you through LisaBug, Mind-Body Blend. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. If anyone wants to say hello, I would love to see cameras and mics up and see how you did today. I'll shut off our recording here really quick.